So coming to you by video, and I'm looking at my neighbor's garage. And the reason why we're looking at my neighbor's garage is because that used to be the size of my garage, and I can't believe how big this thing has become. I'm actually on the roof of my garage, and I got this guy over here. So Andy, the man, the myth, the legend, he's and the musician as well. This has been quite a project that we've been talking about since forever.
Forever, as long as I've known you.
For as long, and probably longer. You probably heard it, in your head before you met me. But this has been quite a project, right? So just emptying it out. The last time you and I stood on this roof, which was about 7 feet shorter,
Yeah.
we did a lot of demo. Where are we today?
Well, the structure, all of the framing, the shell is finished. All the framing is done, the plywood, everything. Now we can start buttoning it up. We're getting ready to figure out the next phase of the roof. All we're doing for the moment is covering the seams and trying to get it even remotely watertight before the roofing goes down.
So right now, this is a temporary thing. We're going to take a break now because the holidays are upon us, and we were lucky to get really good weather, relatively speaking, all of November and this far into December. So we're going to cover this on a temporary basis, really, and then in the spring we'll come back and finish and do a permanent roof here.
Right.
And then we got
we
other
have a
things to
few
do.
options. We're getting estimates from different subcontractors for either a torch down. We got an estimate for what's called a TPO. There are a few different options, a stick down roof. So we'll think of the best option because this is almost flat. Has a little bit of a pitch, but it's slight.
Right, and we pitched it from the front to back, and then we'll drain it out with gutter systems and such. And then at some point, we're gonna go and put garage doors in, and then add lifts, and that's gonna be my madness. But we got to go back to that over there because that's the house. And of course, we did the west wall, the bar, what I call the bar, which is actually an extension to the dining room. This blue section here is the first floor bathroom, and that window had a humongous hole in it when we started stripping layers off. And we're going to take sections at a time because one of our challenges are those two windows up there, and that's my boys' room. And they were pointed arch windows to match the peak. And then when they resided it on the third time with the aluminum, they ripped the original windows out and they put those windows. So I'm gonna guess, Andy, that when we take that off, there's gonna be a big ugly patch there, right? Wooden patch.
I have no doubt, no doubt at all.
Count your dollars on that one being accurate. So we're gonna do that, and then of course, once we figure out a window replacement, because it's hard to find pointed arch windows, custom made even. We're gonna go. So we're gonna work one section at a time. We're gonna go back to the front. Then we're probably gonna come over here in this section, which is where my daughter's room is. We'll probably work our way down a little bit. So we'll be wrapping our way around. And probably the last project will be the roof, so that we can do the overhangs and the soffits and a brand new roof that'll look like, sort of like, let me zoom in there, kind of like that, a reproduction of a scallop slate. Yeah, that was probably the predominant thing here. So, and in the spring, well, actually by this Saturday, look for Big Joe to be inside, and then by the spring, look for that tent to be gone and that taxi to be off to get paint, and we'll have them all inside. So it's an ugly mess for the time being, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. So
This is, like I said, this has been a long time coming.
it's been a long time coming. So we hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll be back soon enough.